The year 2025 is shaping up to be an eventful year, especially for those who depend on government assistance programs. In a move to provide financial relief to millions of Americans struggling with inflation and rising costs of living, the government has announced a $550 relief check for people receiving Social Security, Supplemental Security Income, SSI, and Social Security Disability Insurance, Ssdi, benefits. This initiative, which will provide direct deposits to qualifying individuals, is part of a broader effort to address the financial pressures that many individuals are facing. This direct deposit will be a one-time payment designed to help people meet their daily expenses and provide a bit of relief in uncertain times. If you are someone who depends on these federal programs, this relief check could be a much-needed boost to your financial situation, and you may be wondering how to claim it, when you will get it, and what it means for your overall financial outlook. In today's video, we will dive into all the details about this newly announced relief check, including how much you will receive, who qualifies, when it will be delivered, and what steps you need to take to ensure that you don't miss out. Whether you're already receiving Social Security, SSI, or Ssdi, or you're just starting to explore these benefits, we'll break everything down for you so you can stay informed and prepared. So, if this news has caught your attention, keep watching, because we're going to explore the specifics of this relief measure and what it means for millions of American citizens. Let's first set the stage and talk about why this relief is happening now. Over the past few years, many of us have noticed a significant increase in the cost of living. Prices at the grocery store, the cost of gas, the price of rent, and even basic utilities have skyrocketed. While inflation affects everyone, for individuals who rely on fixed income programs like Social Security, SSI, and Ssdi, this increase in costs can be particularly devastating. For many, these benefits simply aren't enough to cover basic living expenses anymore, and there's a growing concern about whether these benefits will continue to meet the needs of recipients in the long term. For those receiving Social Security benefits, SSI, or Ssdi, the income has typically been set at a fixed amount. While cost of living adjustments, COLAs, are made every year to reflect changes in inflation, these increases don't always match the steep rises in everyday expenses. In fact, many recipients have reported that the COLAs often feel insufficient compared to how fast prices are increasing in essential areas, like food, healthcare, and housing. For someone relying on these fixed benefits, even a small increase in income can have a significant impact on their quality of life. This relief check, therefore, is the government's way of acknowledging the gap between what individuals are earning through these benefits and the rising costs they are facing. Whether it's paying for medication, transportation, rent, or just keeping up with inflation, this $550 payment is intended to provide a cushion for recipients. It's important to note that this is not a permanent solution, but rather a temporary relief effort to help people cope with immediate financial challenges. Moreover, as part of a broader trend, many government programs have been evolving over time to address the needs of vulnerable populations. Programs like the Child Tax Credit, stimulus checks, and now this relief for Social Security recipients show that there's a push toward more active intervention to ensure people's basic needs are met. These efforts, while imperfect, represent steps toward a more robust safety net for individuals facing financial hardships. Let's take a closer look at the $550 relief check itself. This is a direct deposit that will be issued to those who are currently receiving benefits through Social Security, Supplemental Security Income, SSI, or Social Security Disability Insurance, Ssdi. If you are already enrolled in one of these programs, you might be eligible to receive this one-time payment without needing to do anything extra. However, eligibility is important, so we'll get into that in just a moment. The idea behind this relief check is to provide an extra $550 to those who are already receiving government assistance. This amount might not seem like much to some, but for people who live on a fixed income, it could mean covering a month's worth of groceries or keeping up with utility bills. The government has chosen to issue these payments as direct deposits because it's the quickest and most efficient method to get money into the hands of people who need it. One of the best parts of this relief is the direct deposit feature. If you're one of the millions of individuals who are used to receiving Social Security payments via direct deposit, you don't have to worry about waiting for a paper check in the mail. This is a modern, streamlined approach that should minimize delays and ensure that the relief reaches you faster. For those who haven't set up direct deposit or who have changed their banking information recently, it's very important to update your details with the Social Security Administration, SSA, to make sure there's no hiccup in receiving your relief check. We'll discuss more about how to ensure you receive your payment later in this video. Now that we've established what the relief check is, let's talk about when you can expect to receive it. According to the official announcement, the first payments will start rolling out in March 2025, with many recipients expected to see the funds in their bank accounts by mid-March. The government has stated that payments will be processed over a few weeks, so if you don't see the deposit immediately, don't panic. This timeline means that it's important to keep an eye on your bank account starting in March. If you receive your benefits monthly, there's a chance the relief check will be added to your regular payment. For example, if you normally get your Social Security or Ssdi check on the 3rd of the month, your relief payment could arrive around that same time. But as always, timing may vary depending on your specific situation. If, for any reason, you're not set up for direct deposit, you may receive your relief check via paper check in the mail. However, paper checks can take longer to process and deliver, so be prepared for a delay if you're not on direct deposit. If you haven't updated your bank information yet or need to set up direct deposit for the first time, you can easily do that by logging into your My Social Security account on the official Social Security website or by calling their customer service center for assistance. One key thing to keep in mind is that, since this is a one-time payment, it will not affect your regular monthly benefits. This check is a standalone relief payment, separate from your Social Security or SSI/SSDI check. You'll continue to receive your normal benefits as usual. Now, one of the big questions many people have is, how can I ensure that I get the relief check? If you're a recipient of Social Security, SSI, or SSDI, there are a few steps you need to take to make sure that you don't miss out on this payment. The first and most important thing you can do is ensure that the information on file with the Social Security Administration, SSA, is up to date. This includes confirming your bank account details if you're expecting the payment via direct deposit, as well as making sure that your address is accurate in case you need to receive a paper check. This is crucial because if the SSA doesn't have your correct bank account details or current address, your payment could be delayed or sent to the wrong place. To do this, all you need to do is log into your My Social Security account. If you don't have one, you can create an account easily on the official Social Security website. Once logged in, you can check your banking information, update it if necessary, and also confirm that your address is correct. If you need help navigating the website or aren't comfortable with online services, you can also reach out to Social Security customer service to get assistance. It's also worth mentioning that for those receiving benefits through direct deposit, you should double-check that your bank account is still active and that your routing and account numbers are correctly entered in the SSA system. If you're unsure or need to change your bank account details, this is the time to do it. It's important to understand that this $550 relief check is a one-time payment and isn't meant to be a long-term solution to financial hardship. However, it is still a significant amount for many individuals who may be struggling. For some, this payment could go a long way in helping cover bills or medical expenses, but it's crucial to manage expectations about the impact it will have on your financial situation. $550 can certainly help with day-to-day expenses, but it's not enough to fully make up for the rising costs of living in the long run. Therefore, it's important not to view this relief check as a permanent fix, but rather as a temporary means of financial support during a time of crisis. That said, this payment is part of a broader effort to continue expanding the social safety net for vulnerable populations. In a society where income inequality is growing and many individuals are being left behind by the traditional workforce, programs like Social Security, SSI, and SSDI are essential. And as the government seeks to address growing concerns about the adequacy of these programs, it's possible that we'll see similar measures in the future. To wrap things up, this new $550 relief check is a positive step forward for individuals relying on Social Security, SSI, and SSDI benefits. It's an acknowledgement that many recipients need additional support to make ends meet and that the rising cost of living is a real problem for people on fixed incomes. If you're eligible for Social Security, SSI, or SSDI benefits, you may qualify for the $550 relief check. The payments will start rolling out in March 2025 and will be delivered via direct deposit for those who have their banking details on file with the SSA. Ensure that your banking information and address are up to date to receive your payment without delay. While this relief check is only a one-time payment, it could provide important financial support during a time when many people need it the most. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more updates like this. Stay tuned for more news and tips on how to navigate your finances and government programs in the future.